Hi everyone, it's Tina. Welcome back to my channel. As you can see, we have a new box to open. This one is my first unsorted box, and this one comes from California. It is 28 pounds, and I'm so excited. It just arrived today, this morning, and I've been waiting to open it all day. And right now it's pretty quiet in my house, so here we go. Gonna open it now. This one did cost quite a bit because it's unsorted. So basically that means that they did not go through it. They just dumped a bunch of stuff in here. So there could be anything in here. All right. Let me just grab the camera. Get some first impressions. Let's see what we have. So this is 28 pounds. It is everything. I see watches already. I see necklaces. I see bracelets. So there should be a little bit of everything in here. Probably going to be quite a few tangles. I'll try to do as much of that as I can off camera. But I'm ready to get into it. How about you guys? All right, so I just dumped the box on its side. I did not touch anything yet, just to let some of the jewelry fall out. Now the watches, I am going to be making a watch lot. This one appears to be working. But I'm going to make a whole lot. I noticed that some people list, what's this? Wishes do come true. I think this opens. I have no idea what this is. Oh, interesting. Anyway, I have a few lots from our first box. I have a few watches from our first box set aside. And I think I didn't really find very many, if any, up until today. So this is box number 5 for us opening. So I'm going to be putting all the watches in a watch lot, and I'm going to put it up on eBay for watch repair. Even the ones that work, probably. You know, they might still need the parts. I noticed that a lot of people do buy these watch repair lots. So all these watches will be going to the side, and will be going in a big lot of watches. So excited. I've been waiting for this box. Totally excited about this. Okay. So here's a bracelet. Silver tone. It does seem to... Okay, so it's not broken. You just kind of hook this over like that. I mean, I think it's going to be nice once I clean it up. And wow, once you clasp it, it's hard to find where the clasp is. So it's right here. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, there we go. It's in pretty good shape. We just got to clean it up. It's nice. So this bracelet is about 7 inches. I think that's about average, right? Silver tone. And I believe this says Japan. Yes, right there. Japan. So that's cool. We have a card. It says full tilt. This will probably go into craft. And some necklaces that are kind of... There we go. I got one. Silver tone silver tone necklace. Oh, this is cute. So I'm not saying a clasp, but it's one of these slide necklaces. I have a couple of these on eBay already that used to be mine, but they're gold tone. So basically, I guess you just pull it over your head, because I don't see a clasp, and then you can pretty much put this wherever you want it, the slide. And this would be a good one to put on my mannequin, because it's nice and dainty. So let's see what it looks like. Yeah, that's pretty. Has the little rhinestones at the bottom. It's very pretty. And I'm not seeing any markings, but I can get my magnet. See if it's magnetic. It is not. The clasp is right here, not the clasp, but this little hook right here is, but this is not. So it's either sterling or plated. Probably plated, but since I don't see any markings. Anyway, let's measure it. So I'm going to measure to the longest length where this would go all the way down. And it is 23 inches at the longest, but then obviously you can make it shorter. So that's nice. So this watch will go into the craft a lot. Charming Charlie? It looks like the Charming Charlie symbol. Still has a tag. That's not the original tag though. I believe that's a Charming Charlie. I could be wrong. Let's see. This one, let's see if this one's free yet. Just want to welcome you if you're a new subscriber. I did get a few more since the last video, and I welcome you. I'm glad to have you. And if you're new to my channel, maybe you could click subscribe to help my channel out. That would be great. I don't make money on my channel, and I don't list prices, but if you are interested in something, you can let me know through an email at wowtinalee@yahoo.com, or I do list all the worthy items on eBay. You know, all the stuff that's worthy of being listed. So if you see it there, you can buy it there. And my eBay is linked below. It should be clickable. So there's a bunch of these. There's like 3 different ones. Okay, this one does say something. Hong Kong, maybe? Let me get my microscope, make sure. Hong Kong. This one says Hong Kong on the clip. There is an extension. It's very lightweight again. So it is some sort of metal, but it's not. It's weird because it's so light. So maybe it's hollow in between the metal. I don't know. It's some sort of really light metal. It's not heavy. And I'm wondering if this is a belt. I mean, it could be. It could be, right? I'm not really sure. I'm not sure if it's long enough. Let's see how long it is. Not long enough for my waist, that's for sure. So it's 30 inches plus 4.5. So it's about 34 inches. Maybe it would fit my waist. I don't know. Could be a belt. It's not branded though. And somebody must have really loved these because we have quite a few. This one has a tassel at the bottom. So it hooks there. And you would probably wear it like this. That's kind of cute. Again, it's really, really lightweight. Very lightweight. And for some reason, these ones are speckled gold tone. But then on this side, I don't see the speckle. They're just plain. And it starts here getting plain. So about half of it has this textured gold tone with also another link that's smooth gold tone. And then this side just has two smooth gold tone links. And then it comes down to this beautiful chain tassel, link chain. It's kind of cool, right? This one's about 22 inches. And no maker's mark that I could see. And here's another one. Somebody loved these things. This one has a faux coin. Maria Teresa DG. Huh. Interesting. And it has textured gold tone, but then the links in between are just regular gold tone, and it's like that all the way around up until the extension. Quite a long extension. So this one is 29 plus 4.5 inches. And there's that one. Alright. Are you kidding me? There's more? But wait, there's more. Huh. This has to be a belt, unless it's another two of them. Here's another earring stowaway. We're going to put all the earrings to the side for now. Because sometimes I don't even know if we'll find the match. Another watch. Strata. Quartz. Clamper. Da Vinci. Lead and nickel safe. What are you? It must be a necklace pendant. But see the hook? Oh, I might want to open this because I want to look at it. Da Vinci. So this is different. All the rhinestones are there. Has a little cross inside of a box. And I believe it's a necklace pendant. But you must... Because if you put the chain here, it might fall off, right? Look at the closure. The bail. It's so different looking. I'll have to look into this. Because I've never really seen one like that. Maybe I'm completely wrong and it's not a pendant. But that's my best guess. I will look into this one. It is interesting. It has never been used, so that's good too. Here's a pair of stud earrings on a piece of paper. They're pretty worn. All the silver's off of them. They're going into craft. I have this beautiful bracelet that needs to be cleaned up. Definitely needs to be cleaned up. And I'm not seeing any kind of markings in there. But it is pretty. I don't usually list bangles, but I think once this one's cleaned up, it might be really pretty. It has like etched flowers and leaves in silver tone, and it's actually really pretty. Probably the average size, which is 7. Yep. No. It's like about a 6. It's a 6. Another Fitbit. I might see if these work. I'll charge them up and see. Because if they work, I could sell them as a Fitbit, but we'll see. I don't like to sell junk. So a lot of these things never make it up to eBay. So here's a pair of earrings. They're just simple plastic black octagons. We're definitely going to have a lot of tangles, so I'm just going to pull out what I can. These are pretty. Wild Fable anklets. There's 3 of them, and they've never been worn. They're still packaged up, so that's nice. They kind of markered out the original price, but I think I see a 6.0. They're probably about $6. So those are kind of nice. So if I don't list the cheaper things on eBay, I might list this. Oops, sorry. I kicked you. If I don't list this, it'll probably go in my yard sale, which we're going to have this spring and summer. Some of the things in my yard sale pile, I already have similar things on eBay and they haven't sold, so I have not posted them. Like, for instance, I have a million hoop earrings up there. So when I find hoop earrings that look similar to what I already have up there, I usually just put them in my yard sale pile. Or sometimes I'll put them in the craft because I don't want craft to be all junk. Sometimes I like to put usable things in there. So I don't know. This is 2 separate Paparazzi necklaces, and they're both brand new on the card, so they're set. Here's the first one. I like it when they're on the card because that means you know they've never been used. So it has a little bit of an extension. Lobster claw clasp. It is copper toned. This type of, it's not really like a snake chain, but it's not really a box chain either. It sort of looks like a snake chain and a box chain. I don't know what you would call this one. So it's a leaf pendant, which is really cute, right? And then it also comes with matching earrings. I did have a problem. It's hard for me to list these things as new on eBay because they weren't originally mine. And even though nobody's worn them, you know, they came from a box with other jewelry in it. So I usually list them as used, but I had somebody buy one of my items the other day and said it was a beautiful paparazzi necklace and earrings. And they said, why does it say used? And I explained to them because that wasn't originally mine, but I should have listed it as new. Because really, it's never been worn, so basically it's new, right? All right, let's see. It's quite long. This one's about 30 inches plus the extension, which is a little, about 2.5. So it's quite long. And then the leaf earrings, they're hook closure. So these ones dangle about 1.5 inches, the leaves. Very nice. And then we have another one. And this one is just circles linked together with matching circle hammer tone earrings. And it's quite shorter than the other one, much shorter. It's pretty. It's also copper toned though. And it's brand new. Nobody's worn it. Very nice. It has lobster claw clasp again. And this one measures 16 plus 2.5. So that's nice. Very good. Brand new. And so we have another one of these Da Vinci items. It's the same type of closure bail, and it has a little picture frame. These are actually really cute. So it does have a little stone there. I don't know if it's actual. Let's open it. I don't know if it's actual turquoise or dyed howlite. Let's see. So there's a cross. This is really cute. A heart. This is pretty cold, so it could be a real stone. Turquoise doesn't test on my Presidium though. And here's another one of those symbols that we see all the time. And that. So there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little charms dangling. And I'm wondering, oh, hey, cool. It's two-sided. Huh. Okay, yeah. So you can put the picture in on the side. You can put your own little pictures in there. That's pretty interesting. I've actually never seen this brand before. So that's why I'm finding it. I just turned it around. There we go. Finding it so interesting. Anyway, I don't even think I measured the last one. But this one is all the way down to the bottom of the stone. It's about 3.5 inches long. And it's about 1.25 inches wide. I think it's really cute. Oh, I'm going to put it back in the package too. Okay, so this is also in some sort of package. It's a tassel necklace. Tassels are in great shape. They're a pink and gold color. Don't know what brand it is, so let's take a peek. I don't even see a brand. It's very lightweight. And it's very tangled right here. Oh, hold on a minute. This doesn't go with it. This is something completely different, but there's a magnet on it. So, hey, at least we know this is magnetic now, right? That's funny. That must be a necklace pendant. Totally didn't go with it anyway because it was silver. Okay, so this one isn't like on the more expensive end of a necklace. So, I mean, it would go for cheap. This one would not cost much if I list it. And if I don't list it, it'll go on my yard sale, but it is in great shape and it's never been worn. So that's nice. It's quite long. And I'm not seeing a brand. But it is 30 inches. And 2.5 extension. So that's nice. There we go. Let's see what else we can find. I don't want to pull too hard because I may break something. Okay, I got something. Oh, so this is really cute. Beautiful little heart with some sort of hammered metal with a little crystal. It's not real, it's plastic. A little heart. Oh, okay, I had it backwards anyway. Oh, that is really pretty. So there's a flower and then a leaf and then some dangly chains. It is very pretty. And let's see here. We have a lobster claw clasp. The clasp does have a little bit of wear on it. So I don't know if I'll be listing this one. Maybe I will. If I disclose the wear, somebody might not care, but otherwise it will go either craft or yard sale. But look at that. It is very pretty and different. It's very different. I like it. I do. And this one is 28 inches. And then if you want to know if you do love it and you would like it, you know, you can drop me an email or look on eBay. But the end part of it is another 5 inches if you need to know if you love it. Very, very nice. I do like that one. I wish there wasn't this wear on the clasp, but I might even be able to shine it up and see if it can look better, you know, after I clean it. Maybe, you never know. Sometimes that wear, though, doesn't come out. So here's a clamper watch. Quartz again. Okay, here's a really pretty pair of earrings that are hoops, but they're different than the ones I have listed, so I might list these because they're sort of textured gold tone. I might list these. They're pretty good shape. I don't see any markings, but they're in good shape, and they measure 2 inches on the hoop. So those are nice. Like I said, I have a lot of hoops listed. So one of my lots that was all earrings and rings, that lot, I had so many hoop earrings in there, and I think I put them all into craft. Not all of them, but the ones that I didn't list, which was quite a few. And that lady loved that lot. She left me good feedback and said that she loved everything in there. So this is in really good, decent shape. It is plastic with some beads. Gunmetal black. So it hooks right there, and that's the extension. Now I feel silly. I do have that Simichrone, and I'm still looking to find some Bakelite so that I can know what to look for. So we could really quick put some on here. I highly doubt it's Bakelite, but you never know. These are sort of see-through purple. I have it right here. I'm sure this is not Bakelite, but you just never know. And because I don't know what Bakelite looks like yet, I'm kind of like waiting to find some. Waiting and waiting. So that's why I gotta test everything. All right, so let's see. If it is Bakelite, this pink will turn yellow. And it might turn to another different color just because it's dirty. All of my jewelry does get cleaned before I list it. It is, I can see the dirt, but it's not changing yellow, so definitely not Bakelite. And I didn't really expect it to be, but you never know. I think it's fun. It's fun testing stuff. It takes longer to film the box, but that's okay because when you pay really as much as I did for this box, you kind of want it to last anyway, right? So that's beautiful. And it is not very long. This box will probably last us a while because it's 28 pounds. about 15 inches. And then 2 inches on the extension for that one. Very pretty. All the jewelry gets cleaned. I do have, my husband bought me the sonic cleaner, which I use that. And some pieces that I can't put in there, I just wash by hand. So this one's in really good shape. It has, I still haven't figured out what brand this is that has that little tiny gem chip right there on the clasp. For some reason, I can't figure out who that is. It is a brand, but I don't know who. I'm sure you guys might know. So these are just crystal beads, crystal looking beads. And this, it's really pretty. Gold tone with an inlay. Open filigree here. And then there's like inlay and inlay here. It's probably resin. But it's very, very pretty and interesting in there. I like it. The chain doesn't have that much weight to it. And it is magnetic. And I don't know what brand it is. But I do believe it's a brand. Maybe when I Google search the necklace, it'll pop up. We'll see what the brand is. It's beautiful. Very pretty. So that took a bit to untangle that because the extension got a knot in it. But it is 15 inches plus 3. So I think it's really pretty. This is pretty heavy, but the chain is very light. Very nice. I don't know what you are. I have no idea. This is some sort of bangle that probably goes with another bangle. Here, let's see. Oh, this was staring me in the face. I do have to turn on my Presidium, but I can tell it's probably nothing. This is probably a costume ring because first of all, if you can see like how this is attached to the band, and also I don't see any markings on the inside. So it's probably, and it's very magnetic. I am going to turn my Presidium on, but I don't expect that to be anything right there. But we might need the Presidium for future things. More tangles. Oh, here's something. What are you? It's a bracelet. It needs to be cleaned. Has an old spring ring clasp, but I don't see any markings on it. And right now, I have a necklace, but it needs to be fixed. I might be able to clamp that back together right there. But I have a necklace on eBay right now that would match this perfectly. It's not gold, but it is like same rope chain necklace. So maybe I will alter that listing and add this to it, but we'll see. Okay, this one took me a little bit to untangle also. This one does have a hang tag. It says ETC explanation point. I think I remember this brand when I was younger. So this is a very interesting necklace, but it did take quite a while to detangle, which I had to edit out. All these little tassels got hooked up in the flowers. But let me just show you how cute it is. It has a lot going on here. So there's a big rhinestone at the top. And then we have some flowers. We have the gold tone one with the faux pearl. We have some really pretty faux crystals. One is a heart, one is a circle, like a disco ball looking one. This one has white inlay, like a white swirl inside. This one's plastic, faux pearl, and another rhinestone. Another flower that's enamel with faux pearl and a rhinestone. Then we have another layer of beads and flowers. This one's a hollow filigree crystal bead. More flowers. There's so much going on. And then it comes down to this beautiful tassel. So look at how much is going on there. It's very interesting. It's pretty interesting, I would say. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I remember this brand when I was younger. And I used to go to the mall on the weekends. And I remember seeing this brand. I probably even owned one of them. It's a little bit twisted up here on the chain, but I'll fix that. So this one is 26 plus another 2.5, and then it actually dangles another 6 inches on the bottom part. Beautiful cluster of flowers and beads and chain. It's quite pretty. Very nice. Okay, we have, holy moly, how many of these things are in here? Here's another clamper. But I'm not seeing any kind of marks, just a regular clamper. And I'm pretty sure I have one of these either listed or in my yard site. Ugh. I found one just like this before, I remember. It had the black crystally. It's bumpy too. It's pretty. There's nothing wrong with this one. It's very pretty. It is the same average size, so it's actually only 5 inches, so it's small. Probably too small for me. Okay, so here's another hang tag. We will see what brand you are. It does have layers, and it says Natasha. I found this brand, NY on the back. I found this brand in our last box that we opened. Oh, but it wasn't this one, and look at that. It's missing a stone, but if I can find this stone, 2 stones. It's missing 2 stones. What a shame. If I can find them, I can actually easily put them back in there. And if not, this is going to go in a craft. So that's a shame. Oh, you're cute. I had earrings like this in one of our boxes, but I think I couldn't list them because they were worn or something. They were not in great shape. But they were the same exact owl with the dangly body like that. And they were silver, just like that. And they were tiny, smaller earrings. And if you've been following along, you probably remember them. But I was not able to keep them, unfortunately. Sometimes if you unhook things, they will come free. All right, so I have a bit of untangling to do. Oh, got one. I got one. It's a necklace. Pretty long. lobster claw clasp. And then it has these silver, then gold, I believe. Silver and gold little danglies. It's quite long. It does have to be cleaned up, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to list this one. I don't see a maker's mark. I will have to clean it up and see what I think about it. I really don't like to list junk. Or even sometimes it's not junk. It's just a tiny bit wore, and I still don't like to list it. So this one is quite long. 33 inches long. And we'll see about this one. I may list it, I may not. All right, so I had to untangle a few things because they were very tangled. So I don't know if this is on the correct card. They could be, but it's called It's Scents, and they're gold tone filigree earrings. They're actually really pretty. Different and pretty. These ones are about 2.5 inches long, and they're pretty thin and very pretty. These are just clip-ons that are on like a piece of paper. They are enamel and gold tone. They have this comfort strip on there. And I don't know if there's a brand. Let's see. There is no brand. And so that's what they look like. They're just about 3/4 of an inch enamel. They're in good shape. I usually take these strips off though because somebody used these, and I mean, you can buy new ones if you like them on there. But these ones are used, and I'm going to clean up the earrings. So here's a bracelet full of beads. You have purples and greens. It has, I'm not too sure about this clasp. Oh, there we go. So it just slides on and off. That's interesting, like that. Okay. Let's see how long this is. It's not in bad shape, but I may not list it. It's about 6 inches. Maybe I will. We'll see. It's pretty. And I like the clasp. The clasp is different. Very different. Here is a brooch. Star. Silver tone. Not magnetic, so we could put this in our test pile. I do have my testing acid here at the table, so we can test this in a minute once I clear some of this out. So far, we did find pretty things, but nothing gold, nothing super expensive. Here's a necklace. I don't see any markings, and it has these rings at the bottom, silver rings. It is magnetic. measures, just trying to get in the view here. 29 plus 2.5. And I have a couple of gemstones that fell out here. I'm going to put to the side because I can always fix them, whatever it goes to. I can try to fix them. I always save those things, and then if I don't end up using them, I just stick them in craft. So let's see what this looks like on the mannequin. It's pretty good. Pretty nice. There we go. That's that. So here's a really interesting bracelet, and I'm wondering if that's where the gems came from, but those gems looked a little bit smaller than that, so maybe not, but does happen to be missing 2 that I can see. It is a clamper with the peace symbol, and I'm not saying a maker's mark, but there's a hang tag. Somebody was trying to sell it for $36. I'll have to inspect it and see how many rhinestones are missing, and if those are the 2, I might be able to fix it. It is very pretty. Very, very pretty. Very detailed. Lots of rhinestones. And then the peace symbol. But if I cannot fix it, this will go into craft. And that would be a shame. This is very, very pretty. I'm going to test these stones, but I'm pretty sure they're not anything. Very, very delicate chain. And no markings that I can see. There might be, it might say something right there. So I'll get my microscope. All right, so let's see if this says something. I don't know. It's so tiny, I can barely see. I thought I saw something, but maybe not. Yeah, I don't think there's anything there. I thought I saw some writing, but I don't think that there's anything there. But let's test these gems. It's a very, very pretty, shiny necklace. Silver tone. It is magnetic. So it is not sterling. And the gems are not testing either. But it's very pretty. Look at that. Sorry about that. I had a phone call. So it is very, very pretty. It is not real. But look at the sparkle. So beautiful. The chain is in excellent shape. Very good shape. And that's what it looks like on. Very pretty. And it's really pretty. I do like it. So there is also an extension. Actually, you can hook it here or here or here. So you could hook it quite small if you needed to. So I'm going to measure it from here, and then I'll measure the extension. It's about 18, and the extension is quite long. It is 4 inches. And here comes my cat. She's the one that's being naughty today, trying to get my jewelry. Not sure if you can see her. Little bit right over there. That one's Shadow. Here's a necklace, cute little flower that's bound together. They're beads, Actually, this is interesting. They kind of have like a green. At first glance, I thought it was black, right? But then they have like a green hue in there. And they're cold. So I'm going to get out my Presidium for these. It's a really cute flower that's bound together with metal wire. Silver. With some beads. It is on just a piece of paper. The clasp is in excellent shape, but I don't see any maker's marks. Oh, so there's a heart. Maybe that is a maker's mark. I don't know who that would be, but I can look it up. Or maybe this was handmade. Who knows? But I am interested. No. Shadow. I'm interested about these because they did feel a little cold. It is cold in my house right now, though, so it doesn't really mean too much. And they are not glass or anything else. But they're very, very pretty because they're almost like a greenish, a black with a green tint. So those are interesting. And then you have all these really pretty black sparkly beads. And a beautiful clasp. It's in really good shape. Perfect. Perfect shape. 14 inches plus 2. And I love the little heart at the end of the... Oh my goodness, this cat really wants my jewelry. It's not good. You know, when Nala sits there, she doesn't bother me. She sits there like a good girl and watches, but Shadow, she seems interested. She really wants my jewelry. So there's 2 of these I saw when I was untangling. They were tangled together. Here's the other one. They do have a Macy's tag on it. And they were going for $24. Now I don't know if that was each or like if they came as a set, I'm not sure. Or if they just bought 2 different pair. But there's a lobster claw clasp. Shadow, don't you dare. She's got the stalking face on. I may get pounced on in a minute. This is very pretty. So it has 2 tiers of beads, purple and it's like a gunmetal gray. And it comes down to sort of like a Y. And it's on like a silver wire. 2 silver wires. Shadow. No. It's very pretty. Lots of beads. Very sparkly. And then there's this one. Same thing, just different colors. This one has greens and browns and blues. Very pretty. And these are pretty short. About a 14 plus 2.5, and I'm sure this is probably the same. Yes, they are identical in size and everything except for color. The only difference is the color, and they're very pretty. I might list them together because they go together. So we'll see about that. Very pretty. All right, let's see what else there is. This necklace. Okay, it's Chico's. It's in pretty good shape up here. Has this little hammer tone square. So it has these metal, just like up here, this little metal hammered tone piece that this is hooked onto. This is the extension. But all the way down, you have ball beads and beads and more hammered tone silver, like a gunmetal gray. And that goes all the way down. That's pretty. There's also some rhinestones I just noticed up on top of the beads and below them. So I'll have to check and make sure none of those are missing. Let's see how it looks. Yes, I do need a wider mannequin. I will be ordering one probably next week. Oh my goodness gracious. There it goes. Very nice. That's Chico's. Very good. Good condition. And it's pretty hefty. It's not light. It's not super heavy, but it's not light. There's some weight to that one. Here is another belt, which Shadow wants desperately. You're being bad. How come Nala's not bad when she sits there? Nala doesn't do that. You have to be a good girl. So this one's all tangled up right here. I can fiddle with it and get it untangled, but it's probably going to affect the measurement. Somebody must have really loved these belts, and I know some people do. So where do you hook it? There? Yes. So you have this really textured gold tone chains, big chunky ones. There's right here I need to work this out, but that's what it looks like. And then you have this big chunky extension, and let's see, I'll try to get a measurement. It's going to be a little bit off because of the kink. But once I get the kink out and list it, obviously I'll have the correct measurement. So we're looking at maybe 26 plus 6. So it's a pretty good size belt. And I will work those kinks out before I list it. But there's nothing wrong with it. It's actually really good condition. No wear. So that one will go on eBay. There's this really pretty bracelet, but it's missing a bunch of rhinestones, so it's going to go into craft. And then this, I'm going to get out my Presidium, is definitely a necklace pendant, probably handmade, but look how beautiful that is. It does have some stones in there. Very interesting stones. That might be quartz. We'll see. All right, let's see. Okay. Yeah, not quite to quartz. It might be glass. But I'm going to test it again. Yeah, these might be glass. Yeah, they're this one's barely moving, but look how pretty that is. Bluish with like a glow. There's like a glow. Wow. And this one's the same. It's like gray with a blue glow. And then this one's white I'm just going to test this one more time. So I really feel like that's something, but it's just not. No. Just glass, I believe. It is a very interesting necklace pendant, though. I just love the way that that blue glows. That's what the back looks like. It's quite large. It is copper tone. And it's about 2.5 inches long and about 1.5 wide. There's some sort of ink or something on the back. I'll try to clean it up the best I can. And we'll see if we can find a necklace chain for it. It could be in there. It probably just fell off. So here's some earrings that are on a piece of paper. Just a bunch of silver hoops all put together. And I just tangled it. Great. I don't see any markings on them. Oh boy. Okay, there we go. They are like layered links, about 2 inches long. That's interesting. So that's those. Let's see if they're magnetic. Huh, interesting. I didn't see any marks, but we can also put these in our test pile. We'll put them over here. I will be testing them this video. Ooh, what are you? I don't know how to say that. Regent, maybe? Regent? It's really pretty. I don't see any rhinestones missing, which is cool. I can try to test them, but they're tiny. And there is something in the inside. So we'll look at that. It's probably just saying plated or something. Oops. Let's try to see if we can hit these stones. They're so tiny that I'm not sure if I can. No. They're nothing. Just rhinestones. But let's just take a peek at what this inside says. I believe it says 18 karat gold plated. That's what I think it says, but I will look at it again with my loop later. Pretty sure it says gold plated. It is in really good shape. It is magnetic, but it is a name brand. I've never heard of this brand though. It's never been used, so that's nice. And actually, for the first time today, I had to find my ring sizer. This is the first one. It's about a 6.5. So I like this ring. Size 6.5, brand new. I really don't think it's plated though, because it wouldn't be that magnetic if it was. So let's see what else we have here. Here's a single earring. Oh, look at this. It's a clip. It's a little clip with big chunky rhinestones. So this is cold. I don't know. This is very, very worn clasp. The two chains are different. They're both silver, but one's sort of boxy and the other one's sort of snake chain. The chains aren't in bad shape. It's just the clasp. And then you have some sparkly blue beads and it's not really clear. It's kind of like a brown, really light brown bead. Comes down to this beautiful pendant, which we will test. And it is. It's in the quartz amethyst citrine jadeite spinel. So it's up on that line and all the way down on that line. I think it might be tiger's eye, but I could be wrong. It is very pretty, whatever it is. And I feel like this necklace might be worthy of listing. I might be able to clean up the clasp. I doubt it. But it wouldn't take much to put a new clasp on it. So, we'll see. The rest of it is in really good condition. Let's see what it looks like on. Beautiful. I'll clean it up and see if I can get the clasp better. The chains aren't in bad shape at all. Right. So now that I have a little bit of a clearing here, we can go ahead and test some metals. So it's very long. 34 inches plus 2.5. Pretty long. So I have a little bit of a clearing here. I'm just going to flip this over because it was dirty. And get my little acid over. So far, I think these were the only two we needed to test for silver. They're not marked, neither one of them, but neither one of them are magnetic. And this one could be silver looking. Okay, and then these are the earrings that were not magnetic. I'm going to do the hook because that's the part that goes into your ear. So that part is probably the most important, and I'm thinking they're not. They're probably plated because I see some different color in there. It's not quite copper. I don't know. Let's see. Okay. So yeah, the hook part is definitely not, which I didn't think so. Just from the scratch mark. And the star. Okay, so the star is definitely sterling icy blue. And the earrings are not sterling. Probably plated because they're not magnetic. All right, so that's that. So, I don't know. I'm going to go do some editing. This might be all that we have here for today. Just because I don't want to go too much over an hour. So, I'm going to end that video here. And next video, we still have quite a bit. Let me just show you. It almost looks like we didn't even put a dent in it. So we still have quite a bit left. I know I'm going to have some more tangles. Definitely more tangles. And I'm hoping that all the really interesting things will be on the bottom because so far we only found a few brand name items. This one was the Chico's. This is a 925 brooch, which is nice, but it's not marked. We found a whole bunch of watches. This was kind of cool. I mean, this one was nice too. We found some nice things, tons of belts. These were nice. Oh yeah, these were nice. We found some nice stuff. I love this ring. But, you know, not too many brand names and no gold or silver yet. So we will continue next time. I'm going to try to get through it and post in just a couple of days probably. Because this box will probably last us a few videos. As always, I just want to thank you for watching. I do want to thank everyone who has already subscribed. And if you're new to my channel, it would be nice if you would click subscribe. I mean, you don't have to, but it does help the channel out. And you can leave some comments, you know, if you know what something is, like maybe this gem right here that is testing glass, but look at that. Like, what is that? I think it's just glass, but if you know something that I don't know, I love reading comments too. So thank you for watching. See you soon. Bye.